Think Switzerland's just a postcard of snowy Alps, fancy watches, and creamy chocolate? That's what they want you to think. For years, we've all seen the perfect pictures, the peaceful landscapes, and the happy cows. But that's only half the story. Today, we're going to peel back the layers and expose the side of Switzerland you've never seen before. We're going to show you a country that's prepared for the end of the world, a place where doing laundry on a Sunday is illegal, and where even your pets have to follow strict social rules. What if I told you this tiny nation hides secrets that'll flip your view upside down? We're talking about a country with enough underground bunkers to save its entire population, a political party dedicated to banning PowerPoint presentations, and a history of sending the world's most feared soldiers into battle. This isn't just a list of fun facts. This is a deep dive into a culture so unique, so strange, and so mind-blowing that it will make you question everything you thought you knew. I promise you, by the end of this video, you will never look at a Swiss flag the same way again. We're going to explore it all. From underground bunkers to laws about guinea pigs, Switzerland's got stories that'll leave you stunned. Before we start, drop a comment with where you're watching from. Let's see how far this journey takes us. All right, let's kick things off with something absolutely insane. Imagine your government passed a law saying every single person in the country needed a personal spot in a nuclear fallout shelter. Not just some people, not just in big cities, but everyone. Well, in Switzerland, that's not a movie plot. It's reality. Since the 1960s, during the peak of the Cold War, Switzerland has been legally required to provide a reinforced, nuclear-proof bunker space for every single one of its citizens. It's written into their federal law. This isn't just a few big shelters either. We're talking about a massive network of private bunkers under homes and apartment buildings, plus huge public shelters disguised as everyday structures. Schools, hospitals, and even sports centers have massive underground bunkers ready to go. They have so many that there are actually more spots in shelters than there are people living in the country. A 114% coverage rate. No other country on Earth even comes close to this level of preparedness. It's a national obsession born from a history of staying neutral, but always being ready for the worst. Think about that for a second. While the rest of the world was just hoping for the best, the Swiss were digging. They built a country under their country. These bunkers are equipped with filtered air systems, blast doors, and emergency supplies, all maintained and ready. It's a wild concept that an entire nation lives with the constant, quiet reassurance that if the world ends, they have a place to go. If you think that is absolutely wild, comment bunker down below right now. Okay, so they're prepared for nuclear war, but what about the war on noise? This next one is just as intense. In Switzerland, Sundays are sacred. I mean, it's legally enforced quiet time. You can actually get a visit from the police if you're too loud. You can't mow your lawn. You're not allowed to do your laundry. Even recycling is a no-go on Sundays. Sundays become a day for quiet activities. It forces a nationwide day of rest and relaxation. If you thought the Sunday rules were strict, wait until you hear how they treat their pets. Switzerland has some of the most comprehensive and, frankly, heartwarming animal protection laws in the world. For example, it is illegal to own just one guinea pig, so you must buy them in pairs. If you own a cat, you must give it daily access to the outdoors, or at least a view from a window, so it can see other cats. And dog owners? They have to take a mandatory course to learn how to properly care for their pet, and they also pay a yearly tax for each dog they own. This isn't about making life difficult for pet owners. It's about a deep-seated respect for animals. If you're an animal lover and think this is amazing, comment pets below. Now we're going to get into something much heavier. This is the practice of assisted voluntary death. Switzerland has laws that permit it under very specific circumstances. This legal framework has led to a phenomenon known as suicide tourism. Organizations like Dignitas and Exit have become world famous, providing assistance to both Swiss nationals and foreigners who are suffering from terminal or severe incurable illnesses. It's a profound debate about life, death, and choice, and Switzerland is right at the center of it. If you're surprised this is legal, comment choice to let me know. We all see Switzerland as this winter wonderland, a land of eternal snow and ice. But that postcard image is melting away, literally. In the last 2 years alone, Swiss glaciers have lost 10% of their total volume. These glaciers aren't just pretty scenery, they are a vital part of Europe's ecosystem. The Swiss are fighting back in creative ways. They've actually tried wrapping parts of glaciers in giant white blankets. If you're concerned about this, comment glaciers. How did a tiny, landlocked country become the undisputed king of luxury watchmaking? The story is actually way weirder and has to do with a religious revolution. One of those rules was a complete ban on wearing jewelry and other forms of ostentatious decoration. The jewelers and clockmakers teamed up. They started pouring all of their artistic skill and precision into making watches, laying the foundation for the legendary Swiss watch industry we know today. And nothing proves that more than the Grande Dixence Dam. At 285 meters, it's even taller than the Eiffel Tower. It's an engineering masterpiece. The water it stores is used to generate enough electricity to power 400,000 homes. If the scale of this thing impresses you, comment "damn" right now. Instead of a single leader, executive power is held by a 7-member council called the Federal Council. Each year, one of the 7 councillors is elected as president for a 1-year term. This system prevents any one person or party from accumulating too much power and ensures a stable and collaborative form of government. Swiss mercenaries were the most feared and sought-after soldiers for hire in all of Europe. Their reputation was legendary. That exception is the Pontifical Swiss Guard, still protecting the Pope today. If you're surprised by this warrior past, comment "mercenaries." Meet the anti-PowerPoint party. He calls it presentation sickness. The party's solution? Go back to using flip charts. If this made you laugh, comment "slide" down below. The Swiss are the biggest chocolate eaters in the world, by a huge margin. It's an insane amount. Peter experimented for years trying to mix milk with cocoa, and he finally succeeded, creating the world's first milk chocolate. They didn't just master chocolate, they created the modern version of it. If you are extremely jealous of them right now, comment "chocolate" below. It's actually one of only 2 sovereign state flags in the world that is a perfect square, the other one being Vatican City. Well, the Swiss do it differently. They start with their thumb. If you're in a Swiss pub and you hold up your index, middle, and ring finger to order 3 beers, you might end up with 2. The Swiss Alps are, honestly, one of the most beautiful mountain ranges in the world. The result is the Gotthard Base Tunnel, the longest and deepest railway tunnel on the planet. High-speed trains now race through the tunnel at speeds up to 250 kilometers per hour. It's a massive boost for trade and tourism. If you want to ride a train through this tunnel, comment "tunnel." So, how does a small, neutral, landlocked nation become one of the most influential countries on Earth? Geneva alone is home to the European headquarters of the United Nations. When world leaders need to have sensitive talks, they often go to Switzerland. This diplomatic power is backed by immense financial power. On top of all that, it consistently ranks as one of the best places in the world to live. If you're impressed by their global influence, comment "power" down below. So there you have it. Switzerland's not just Alps and chocolate. It's a land of bunkers built for doomsday, legally enforced silent Sundays, and a legacy of the world's most fearless mercenaries. It's a country where you have to buy your guinea pigs in pairs, where a political party fights against PowerPoint, and where engineering marvels like the Gotthard Tunnel conquer the very mountains that define them. It's a complex nation, grappling with melting glaciers and the ethical dilemmas of global debates on life and death. The postcard image is beautiful, but the real story is so much more fascinating. Switzerland is a place of incredible contrasts. What's next for this tiny powerhouse as its glaciers shrink and its choices spark controversy around the world? Only time will tell, but you can be sure they'll face it with precision and planning. This journey has been insane, and we've only scratched the surface. We went deep, and if you're still here, you're a real one. Drop a 4 in the comments if you watched this far, and let us know which fact blew your mind the most. We read every single comment. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell for more stories that'll change how you see the world. We'll see you in the next one.